Hey everyone, welcome to South Beach, Miami. And on today's walking tour, we are going to be exploring the very famous Ocean Drive. We're currently pretty much at the start of Ocean Drive, looking at the beautiful Betsy Ross, where you have the Betsy Orb. It's a beautiful Easter Sunday. People are out enjoying the weather, enjoying the ocean. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this walk started. Now, I remember when I first started to come down here to Miami, excuse me, I used to go to the Starbucks all the time. That's right adjacent from the Betsy Ross, because it has this great outdoor dining facility here. You could grab a coffee, cafecito, whatever you gotta do, sit outside under the palm trees and overlook the boardwalk. Before we get started walking directly down Ocean Drive to the south of 5th neighborhood, I want to quickly show the audience here the boardwalk. Now, this boardwalk that we're walking on right now will take you all the way from the south of 5th neighborhood, all the way up through South Beach, through Mid Beach, and then finally it'll land you in North Beach, Miami. You have a lot of this great green space here, beautiful views overlooking the Art Deco buildings that are all along the side of Ocean Drive. It's a very picturesque and tranquil place. I'm quite curious to see how many people are on the beach today, enjoying the ocean. The temperature is 83 degrees Fahrenheit and full blast sunshine. However, there is very low humidity, which is great. Okay, here we are at the main entrance to Miami Beach. Check out how crispy clear the water looks. Such a vivid shade of blue. One of the things you'll notice about the beaches here in South Beach is the width of the sand is tremendous. If you go up towards 72nd Street, Little Buenos Aires, the beaches are going to be a little bit narrower. But here in South Beach, there's so much room to spread out on the sand. It's pretty impressive. Tons of beach chairs. Little mini cabanas that are set up everywhere as well. No worries. A little bit of rough conditions, mainly due to the wind. But besides that, it is a picture-perfect beach day here in Miami, Florida. You could even see the skyline of the South of 5th neighborhood in the distance. One of my favorite things to do is go to South Point Park at the South of 5th neighborhood.
As children, as babies, we were all born breathing.
As we walk down Ocean Drive, we're going to see the very famous CVS that was featured in the movie Scarface. So if you were to make a right on the boardwalk, this will bring you all the way up through South Beach and to Mid Beach. But we're going to head back south and explore Ocean Drive. Another thing I'd like to note is all along Ocean Drive, closest to the water, in this park right here, you have tons of free outdoor activities to do, and you'll see that as we continue on our walk. You have outdoor workout facilities with free weights, so you could go on the bench press. Look at the little lizards. Iguana. But yeah, you have free weights. You have outdoor volleyball courts and a dedicated separate bike lane and pedestrian walk path right here, so you can get a good run or a good workout in. Also, you have public restrooms on the corner of 14th Street. So this is the Starbucks where we just started. Across the street is the famous Betsy Ross. In the back of the building, you'll have the Betsy Orb. Look at how nice it is. Everybody's out having a picnic. Enjoying the weather. And they just opened up Ocean Drive again to vehicles, which honestly I'm against that. I think Ocean Drive was much better when they closed Ocean Drive down to vehicles and only allowed pedestrians. Here's the main front entrance to the Betsy. So you could sit down, grab a table, and overlook the beautiful palm trees here. Let's see what it says. So they have live music in the evenings in the lobby from 6 to 11 p.m., which is great.
Chicken broccoli going.
And now we're going to get into a lot of the Art Deco buildings here.
Esa que te lleva por la playa y los edificios te dan sombra.
I love these little stoops where you can kind of hang out and overlook the beach. Architecturally speaking, I think I enjoy the more of the Art Deco as opposed to the modernist style, particularly for South Beach. Because when you think of South Beach, this is kind of what you think of, right? You think of Art Deco, almost very vivid pastel-like colors. You know, deep blues, lighter blues, pinks, orange, greens. And it doesn't really feel dated. More of like a timeless feeling for South Beach. Love all the different restaurants up and down the street as well. We're now approaching 14th Street, where you have the first public restroom to your left as you come off the boardwalk. This building is the Winter Haven. Another beautiful Art Deco building. Contrasts quite nicely with the palm. Fourteenth Street, Ocean Drive. You have a men's and women's public restroom, which is great. We'll take one more look at the Winter Haven. This is a nice indoor/outdoor sports bar. Lots of TVs, so you could watch games of all sorts. Looks like a Cuban restaurant. Oh, it's the Cordoza Hotel. I really like how they plant the palms right up against the facade of these Art Deco buildings here. This is 13th Street and Ocean Drive. Looks quite nice. This spot looks pretty busy too. The Carlisle. And of course you have direct beachfront access here. I'll give you one shot of the facade of the Cardozo. I like the light green and the pink outer trim on this building. Gives off a very classical South Beach vibe. And look at the dining setup out here. It's really nice. I think we'll quickly take a detour and I'll show you some of the volleyball courts that sit all along Ocean Drive as well.
Same price? Yes, we've got a live music at 7 from 7 to 11.
So they're refurbishing this, probably the time.
This is now 12th Street. Cafe Americano. Take a slight detour. We have a city bike station, so you could even rent bikes. It's pretty convenient. And here's some of the volleyball courts. Sorry, I just gotta adjust the camera for a second. Looks like they have some stuff set up to honor the veterans. Miami Beach, World War II Memorial. Very cool. Camp Miami Beach. Over 80 years ago during World War II, Miami Beach was transformed from a tourist paradise into a major military training ground. I honestly never knew that. The U.S. Army Air Force has established multiple schools and services with a comprehensive schedule of academic classes, physical fitness, and military training. Between 1942 and 1945, over 600,000 troops prepared for combat amid the tropical beauty of Miami Beach. Huh, learn something new every day. I never knew that. And here's one more look looking back up. Let's head back on the Ocean Drive. And this should be 11th Street. And we have the Versace mansion to the right. We'll just make a quick right to see the facade of the Versace mansion. Wow, I really like the Spanish style architecture here. Looks like there's a big party going on across the street. Wow, a lot of people out. This setup looks really tropical here. Now, on the corner of 10th Street and Ocean Drive, this is the Miami Art Deco Welcome Center, or I should say the Miami Beach Art Deco Welcome Center. So if you're really big into architecture, I would suggest coming to the Art Deco Welcome Center and maybe taking a tour. You could pay for guided tours, and they'll have tour guides that are trained to explain all the different features of each and every building and the history of Miami Beach. This is the Clevelander. Looks like a pretty fun bar.
Happy Easter, bro.
And here it is, the Art Deco Welcome Center. across the street you have the famous Miami Beach clock that'll tell you the date, the time, and exactly what temperature it is. I don't think that's right because it says it's 91 degrees out. I mean, it's hot. I don't know if it's 91 degrees hot. There's even a lot of people down here too as we head towards south of 5th.
But there are probably some like
This is Carnival Rooftop. I think we'll go ahead and cross over to the left just so we can check out some more of the boardwalk. They have really nice couches and chairs set up here though. Definitely no shortage of lounges or places to hang out. Looks like a pretty cool bar here. Very colorful in here. Mango's Tropical Beach House. And this will bring us right to the corner of 9th Street. I think we'll cross here, but then we'll head back over to some of the workout facilities across the street just so you can see it. If you ever come here, you're thinking about moving down here and you want to take advantage of it. That's one of the main things that really blew me away down here is they have free weights outside. Crazy. I mean, I guess if there's one place to have free weights, it's in Miami, right? More city bikes. Wow, a lot of people getting a workout in. I feel like if I lived down here full time, I'd probably just work out every day. Or damn near every day. Let's wait for this guy to cross on the bike. And then we'll check out some of the people doing calisthenics. And yeah, the free weights are over to the left. That's crazy. They put the free weights in like a storage shipping container. That's wild. Got some people banging out pull-ups. Just an awesome lifestyle here. This kind of reminds me of what you see in California, like Santa Monica. Pretty cool. You're right on the water, right on the beach. And you're overlooking all these beautiful Art Deco buildings. This is a cool shot with this little mural in the background. I just keep thinking about all the things that there is to do here, and technically you don't even have to pay for any of it. Most of it is just free outdoor activities. You have volleyball, well, more volleyball courts to the left. Oh, look at the Shore Park Hotel. That is such a great shot. What do you guys think? Shore Park Hotel. I really like the structure of that building. Got some rollerbladers here too. Let's get back on Ocean Drive and continue to head down by south of 5th. Now we will cross back over because right next to the Colony is going to be the CVS where they filmed Scarface. Man, look at those palm trees just blowing in the breeze. Amazing. CVS. Right on these stairs. 728 Ocean Drive. Okay, so it says this is the actual staircase that was used in the filming of the 1983 classic movie Scarface, starring Al Pacino. This scene depicts the Chainsaw Massacre and is the world-famous Hollywood landmark. That's awesome, isn't it? Very unique. It's kind of nice just to stand here and get out of the sun for a minute. I want to go check out the Scarface car for one more second. Tony Montana, 1964 Cadillac. Pretty cool. And coming up in just a moment is the famous Miami Beach sign. Something else I noticed is they put a similar sign on Lincoln Road now. So if you're visiting here and if you go to the Lincoln Road Mall, you can see a similar sign that they have the Miami Beach sign too. This is a very Miami car. It kind of reminds me of Cuba. That's one place I really want to visit. Havana. Love to go there, see all the classic cars. Also, it's a very similar environment, tropical environment. Since we have the light, we'll cross here, might as well.
They're trying to create this event.
I also really like the Majestic and the Avalon. Look at the American flags on the top. Also the Park Central Hotel. Wow, look at this. They really get a 10 out of 10 on the landscaping here. American Bistro. And now we have the South of 5th neighborhood perfectly coming into view here. We're now on 6th Street. And then one more block, we'll have officially crossed over into the South of 5th neighborhood, which has really become one of the most fashionable neighborhoods in Miami. Extremely sought after, very expensive too, by the way. And then on 6th Street, you have those public restrooms again, which is great. If you're coming off the water, coming off the beach, you have a place to go. All right. If you all enjoyed that walking tour of South Beach, specifically Ocean Drive, please leave a like on the video and subscribe for more Miami walking tours. And if you're thinking about moving down here and you need some help, please send me an email and I'd be more than happy to help you and your family with your purchase right here in Miami Beach. Thanks so much for joining.